Hello and welcome to another episode of It's Just Our Opinion. This is our 31st show. I appreciate you tuning in. I can tell you right now, when you watch it, you're going to want to share it with all your family, your friends. You're going to want to share this with people you don't even like. I mean, it's going to be that good. We are honored today to have Quenisha Burks, a NCAA champion in track, SEC champion numerous times in high school. Hey, nobody could touch her in high school. She was great. So we're honored to have you here. Thank you for
Thank
being on
you.
the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well, tell us what made you get started in track? Why would anybody want to run and jump?
I thought the same thing. I honestly, I hate running. But I was playing basketball, and me and my best friend, Macy Gasaway, we had a plan to go play for Pat Summit in Tennessee. And so I thought I would run track to stay in shape, for basketball season. And then I realized I was really good at it. And my coach at the time, Coach Knight, he's like, you should take it a little serious. But I was like, oh, no, I'm not about to run all the time. But after winning my, third state title, I realized I should probably take it a little serious. And then I realized I was 5'4", and I probably would not make it to play for Pat Summit at Tennessee. And I probably should focus on track. And a lot of full scholarship offers started coming in. And I switched my focus to track and field. And literally the rest is history.
Oh, it is history. I have got pages here, folks, that's telling about all the accomplishments that she's done. And we're not going to go over all of them because this would be a 3-hour show if we did. We try to keep it to 20 minutes. But that is just great. 11-time champion in high school.
Yeah.
You must have started early.
I think I made varsity, I think my 7th or 8th grade year. So I was still in junior high. And I think I won my first title my freshman year in high school. So literally, I didn't even think about it, but I didn't even know I didn't even know it was that many times, to be honest. But yeah, I think my freshman year was when I won my first title. Yeah, my first state title.
Now, when you start winning state titles in the 7th, 8th, 9th grade, and you walk down the halls at high school, what do people say?
Oh, they love me, and I loved it. So
They-
it's
I mean, I'm sure you get some special attention.
oh, I did. I don't know if you knew, but my National Signing Day, funny thing. So I had this whole dramatic plan. Like the football players, how when they make their announcement for which school they're going to decide, they have all the hats, and they put the hat on. So I thought I should do the same thing. So during that time, Alabama was like, well, you have to sign the national letter of intent. And basically, I had this entire signing day party, and everyone in Hartsville participated. Everyone made my favorite dishes, and literally I had all the hats laid out, and it was of the Alabama theme. And Mr. Heitch, the principal at the time, he let me get on the intercom and announce what school I was going to be signing
wow.
to. So I was just living my best life, and I remember I had my pre-signing day outfit on and the signing day outfit. I was a drama queen with it, but it was really fun, to be honest.
Oh, I bet it is. I bet it is. Just signing with any college, but it wasn't any college, folks. It was the college,
The
University of Alabama.
Yes, Roll Tide.
And I forgot to mention before we got started, if you look behind us, this is where she got all of her training for all the championships that she won right here at Hartsville High
Yes.
School. And so, living the dream.
Literally, because this is not even a legit track to even train on. It's very concrete, and so it's that's where hard work goes with it.
A lot of hard work. But tell us, you left here at Hartsville as a hero. You went on to Alabama. How long did it take you to get used to the atmosphere at a big school like Alabama?
It took me my entire freshman year. My freshman year was really hard just because the adjustment from coming from a small town and going to Hartsville. So I thought everyone knew Hartsville. So when I asked people oh, where are you guys from? And I was I'm from Hartsville. And they're where's that? And I was you don't know Hartsville? And then I realized now I have to say, I'm from Hartsville, but I have to start off Huntsville, Decatur, then Hartsville. And they're oh, so you're up north. I'm yes. But in my mind, I thought Hartsville, everyone knew Hartsville. And so my teammates, they're all from around the world. I had a teammate from Italy, Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Canada. I had so many different teammates coming from everywhere. So it was an adjustment for me on just being around a lot of different people and how we were all raised, and then just the training, because I played basketball and ran track, and so there it was fully just track. So it was adjustment, just balancing from training to morning. We had 2 a day, so 5 o'clock like 5 a.m. like morning weights to like going to class, then going to practice afterwards, getting treatment, and like it was so much with the like traveling and everything. So freshman year was an adjustment, but it prepared me for my sophomore year once I won my first national title.
But now during all of that training and all that getting adjusted, and all, you actually had classes to go to.
Yes, which you would think we have the easy life, but it was really a lot to balance.
People forget about that when they see the star athletes. You know, they don't just get to run track and go to parties and all that. They actually have to study.
Literally, because you have to stay eligible. So I was very focused with my grades. So proud. Like I graduated with 3.5 GPA. So I was like really proud of that. Made the president list, made the dean's list, and I got like scholar athlete other year or something with COSIDA for athletes. So it was pretty good balancing, but it was hard freshman year. So I'm actually excited that I was able to like come out on top on the track and in the classroom as well.
And then the next year, I mean, as you said before, it's just history. Started racking up title after title. I think I read somewhere that you even got a gold medal in the Pan Am Games, or
NACAC. So it was
Okay.
NACAC. I think it's in Costa Rica. I think that was my sophomore year, if I'm not mistaken. And that was on my second USA team. And I was in Costa Rica, and I set the record there as well, and jumped my farthest ever. And so that's my farthest jump of 693. So yeah, that was like really, really big, like to jump that out like in a foreign like sand, which they call it. It's like you can jump in America, but once you jump really far like in another country, it's like it's a big statement being made.
Yeah.
So it was really impressive to win, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, that is neat. Like I say, not only a winner on the local level, and not just the state level, but the national level. Now SEC titles. I think you've got 4 SEC titles.
Yes.
I mean, Saban's got a few. I don't even think Tua had 4.
Nope.
And you walked away with 4. How does
Yes.
that feel to know that you're the best in the SEC?
It was amazing.
Not one time, but 4 times.
Literally, I think after a while, it just was like, it's just an SEC title, which is just so spoiled. But when I won my first one, it was very kind of expected because I was coming in number one in the nation. And when I won my sophomore year, it was at SEC, so at Mississippi State. And so many people were there, and they were able to see it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Miss Galt, Justin Galt mom, I graduated Justin Galt. I think his family was there as well to witness it. So a lot of my hometown friends and family were able to come down to witness me win my first SEC title. And after the 4th one, it was kind of like, they're just SEC titles. But my national titles, my favorite one, my second one, when it was at indoors in Birmingham, because Hartselle packed it out. Like, all of my teachers from elementary, high school, and junior high was there, Miss Griffin. It was so many people there. And I just remember getting on the runway and just hearing go Q. And it was crowded, with people witnessing me win a national title. So the SEC titles were pretty cool, but winning my second national title in Alabama was just the icing on the cake because everyone was able to witness it.
A national title.
Yes.
I mean, you can't come home to Hartselle, Alabama, being a national champion without a lot of attention. I'm sure
Yes.
your phone was ringing off the hook, people knocking on the door, all your classmates coming. I mean, tell me about that. How, national title. Not once now, folks, but twice.
It was amazing. The love. I actually teared up because everyone that was there was just amazing. And then all the feedback and just the I think a newspaper did an article on me, and I was getting things sent to me that I didn't even know. And everyone was we're so proud of you. Hartselle is so proud of you. And it just really warmed my heart because I just feel we all won it together because it's Hartselle is what made me to where I am. And just to put Hartselle, Alabama, showcase it around the world and go to a top school, SEC school like Alabama, and to win SEC titles, win national titles, and set a lot of a lot of records to Alabama was just amazing. And just to have the support, it was really great. And so now when I come home, it's I cannot I always see someone. They're like, hey, congratulations on everything. And I'm like, thank you so much. And some people still think I go to Alabama. And I'm like, oh no, I'm professional now. It's okay, but thank you. So it was really good just to win it for the entire town.
Well, like I say, it takes a lot of work, a lot of practice, and you got to have support too. But there again, all of these titles, I mean, was great, but also still maintaining your schoolwork. 3.5, I think you said.
Yes, sir.
I mean, and traveling all over. And let's talk about that for a minute. I mean, I know you traveled all over the world.
Yes.
I mean, I've seen you won titles in different countries and stuff. Tell us about how a small town girl from Hartselle, how did you feel getting to travel to Spain and all those places? And
Honestly, I was nervous. My first flight, I was really nervous. So I like Google a lot of things. And my coach at the time, he was a professional athlete, so he prepared me, and he was just like, you know, you have to adjust to the time zone. So my first flight, I was really nervous, and I did not go anywhere. I just stayed in the hotel, and I was just scared, and I was just like, no, like can't do anything. I was scared to eat the food. I was like, no. So I packed so many snacks, like ramen noodles, like I had everything, like all against my diet. But I packed so many things because like I can't eat the food. I don't want to get sick. And then when I would get like food poisoning, then I was just like everywhere. But after that first flight, like, oh, I was okay. Like now it's normal to the point like my grandmother, she calls me sometime and she's like, hey, where are you? I was like, oh, I'm in London. And she's okay. And then like 3 days later, she's like, where are you now? I was like, oh, I'm in Belgium. And she's like, oh, okay. So it's like to the thing now. Like it's normal. But now I'm so used to it that like I packed, like my packing is great because my first time I packed, my suitcase was like 70 pounds. Like that was like $100 fee. Like it was just so much. Now
the
I know how
ramen
to
noodles,
pack.
the ramen noodles did not add any weight to that.
I packed so many outfits. So now I have like 3 outfits. I have everything set. Like my suitcase is less than 50 pounds. I may pack a few snacks, but now I'm adventurous. Like I'm out like riding bikes. Like it was funny. Like my friend called me. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was in Belgium, just riding bikes, eating a Belgian waffle. Like, you know, literally like in Belgium. And then she was like, what are you doing now? In Austria. So I was like, I'm just doing this. And now London, I've been to London so many times. I'm so used to it. So now I was like, oh yeah, let's go to the House of Parliament. Like, let's go to the Buckingham Palace, the Big Eye. Like, I feel like now I can tour people because you meet a lot of people there. Like, I take my friends, like, yeah, you guys, come on, let's do this. And it's like, take the subway, like, let's do this. Like, I feel like I'm a native now in London. Like I've been there so many times. But traveling now is so easy. But at the beginning, I was really nervous and scared. And I would stay in the hotel the entire time. Now, you probably cannot catch me in the hotel all day. It's like we go to practice. It's like, all right, what are we going to do now? So I look up in that country, like, what can we do? So in like Greece, I knew how to try different food as well. So I love it now with the traveling.
Oh, that traveling thing. I love to travel myself. And let's talk about travel. I know there's a very important event coming up in June of 2021 in Oregon.
Yes.
I'm sure you're going to be there.
Oh, I will. I will.
Tell us
Yes.
what it is.
The Olympic trials. So, as you all may know, like it's supposed to be this year in 2020, but due to COVID-19, everything was postponed for a year, which at the point I was very upset and devastated because you work 4 years for this moment. And my sophomore year was my first year I went to the Olympic trials. And I was a sophomore in college, and that is when I noticed and I witnessed, like I competed against the best of the best. Like Allison Felix, Brittany Reese, a lot of people that I look up to, I was on the platform with them competing. And so I was starstruck my sophomore year at the Olympic trials. So I've been working hard for 4 years for this moment. And this indoor season, I won a USA title. So I was going in number 1 America and like top 5 in the world. And going into the Olympic trials, I was ready for this outdoor season. But I feel like it was the smartest thing to do to postpone it to next year. But I just feel like this gives me another year just to work hard on my craft and be prepared to make this team. Like, I'm so confident in it.
July the 23rd of 2021. Something's happening in Tokyo. Have you reserved your room yet?
No, because we had everything reserved for this year, so everything has been canceled. But they're going to give us a window to start reserving again. So I'm getting my family. Everyone's going to Olympic trials, and we're going to start booking our tickets. And my grandma has to get her passport. So, because we had a plan to get it expedited, but we're getting everything prepared for next year for sure.
Well, that's the Olympics we're talking about, folks.
Yes.
Somebody from Morgan County, Alabama, Hartselle, Alabama,
Yes.
planning to be in the Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. I've been over there and seen where they're building. They've built. I'm sure it's finished by now because it was supposed to be ready.
Yes.
The Olympics, and it's beautiful. And I know I won't get inside it like you will, but I can see it from the outside.
Oh, I cannot wait. My plan is to leave with a medal around my neck.
Well,
at the Olympics in Japan.
We're hoping. We're definitely hoping that you will. Now I seen something on I think it was on Facebook and even Twitter that you're not a McDonald's fan. Tell me how that come about.
Funny story. So I worked at McDonald's in high school. So
Yeah.
like I love McDonald's, I do. But a lot of people ask like about my fitness, and I tell them like my moral of the thing I like to tell them is like, hey, that's like, well, do you eat McDonald's? And my thing is, well, do you put 87 gas in a Mercedes Benz? And you have to treat your body like it's very valuable. And I promise you guys, I would eat it like off season. I love a caramel sundae. Like that's my favorite. And a fry. And I dip my french fries in the sundae. That's my thing. But I cannot eat McDonald's all the time. It's just not made in my diet. But a lot of people ask, and so when people ask me to train them, they always ask, well, how are you so fit? I was like, well, besides working out every single day at an elite level, it's my diet. And my diet does not consist of McDonald's because that would defeat the purpose. And so when I tell people that, they always like, well, I like McDonald's. I'm like, well, you gotta look at it like this. Do you put 87 in a Mercedes Benz? And they're like, well, no. I'm like, all right then. So why are you putting that in your body? And then they're like, well then. I'm like, case closed.
Well,
so that's like my favorite
exactly.
thing.
You got to take care of yourself. Now you can tell. Looking, I put a lot of McDonald's in me, but
No,
I do
you look good.
I do Burger King and others too. But I thought that was really interesting that the 87 in a Mercedes. No, you wouldn't do that.
And I say it all the time. And then I was like, let me just post it. And I didn't think people would be laughing at it so much. I was like, well then.
Oh
People
yeah,
thought it was really funny.
that is pretty neat. Now, when I was reading up on you too, we hadn't really got in this, but I seen something about the San Francisco Surge.
Yes.
Now, what is that?
So, Tracktown USA, it's a program they have for professional athletes coming out, the transition, and it was my first professional meet that I won. And you would travel around like America. So we had a competition in San Francisco, Oregon, and one was in New York. And funny thing is, I won my first professional meet during that circuit, and I actually beat Brittany Reese, which is someone I look up to this day. Like she is my idol, and I love looking up to her. And she won like countless like Olympic champions, world championship titles. So that moment was like very special. And so I was on the San Francisco Surge at that time when I had won that meet, and that was my first professional meet.
Well, that's pretty neat. Just being on any professional team is good.
Yes.
But now you mentioned workout. We only got a few more minutes here, but I want to tell us a little bit about how much time you actually do spend working out, because I know you have to stay in shape.
Well, in college it was a lot, and just balancing school. So my everyday, I would wake up around like 5:15 a.m., get ready for 6 a.m. Morning weights. Then I would go to the track and do my morning weights, get done around 7:45. You can take a shower or not, but you have to go to class at 8 a.m. So it's really, can you push that in? Then you try to get breakfast, so you have to pick shower or breakfast at that time. Yeah. Then I would go from class to like 8 to probably 12:45, 1. Then I would have to go get treatment. And treatment, like, will be like getting in a hot tub or like just really like getting your body moving. And then I would go practice again. And my practice would consist of like doing a lot of like jump practices to like a lot of acceleration to endurance runs to like 300-meter runs to 200-meter runs to like short sprints to like fast hundreds, like 60-meter runs. Like it just depends on that day. And then I would get treatment again. So my hours I would put in so many hours. So now, since as a professional without school, I usually go to practice around 10 o'clock, get done around 12:45 with everything, and then I have the rest of the day. So it's very easy now.
But I'm
like,
sure it's tough during those 2 hours or
so. I'm dying. Like every day I like get in a car and wake up. It's like I sign up to kill myself every day of practice. Like me and my coach have an agreement for me to die at practice. And I lay out on the track and I'm tired and exhausted. And I get up the next day and do it again. Like literally every day.
But it's all paid off.
Oh yes, definitely paid off. Have a degree from the University of Alabama with a full scholarship, and graduated in elementary education. And now I get to live out my dreams, and literally I'm fine in life and get to travel the world. So.
Oh yeah, a lot of travel. Tell me, now how long do you plan on pursuing the track? I know we want to get through the Olympics and win that gold medal, maybe several of them to bring home.
I'm 25 now, so I plan to go when God tells me to stop, but I do want a family, so I kind of put like a little deadline. So I plan to see where I am around 30, because usually people last to like around 30, like 32. It depends on where you are. But I know I'm still a developing athlete, so I know I have a lot of years in me. But I know I do want to start having a family eventually in my mid-30s. So it's really God's calling, but I plan to stay in it for at least like until in my 30s.
In your 30s, so you
Yes.
still got a few more years.
Yes, I'll be the one, the class reunion with no kids, anyone. Like, so no, I'm ready for my class reunion. It's in 3 years, and everyone's like married, have kids, and I'm like, hey, you guys, I went to the Olympics. Like, that's gonna be my thing.
You
so.
may actually be the speaker at the reunion.
Look, no, literally, I have no kids, and my friend, I was like, I'm gonna be the one like 30 with a 2-year-old, and like, so all my friends with kids now, I'm like the favorite auntie and the favorite godmommy, but I'm literally gonna be the person at the class reunion. So I've accepted it.
Well, I appreciate you being on the show. I mean,
Thank
this is
you.
good. We, this is somebody we can be proud of here in Morgan County. And
Thank you.
I'm not from Hartsville, but I'm from Morgan County.
Oh,
And so we are just tickled to death that we have a champion right here, and you're on my show. Let me tell you that you're probably, I would have to say, probably the most important person I've had on my show.
Oh my goodness!
Now, I've had several
that's-
folks on here. I've had candidates and all this, but
I
but this
feel
is
so
a
honored.
person with a national title. We have never, not one,
Thank
but
you.
two,
Tell.
4 SECs. I think it was 11 state titles. Can't get no better than that, folks.
Look, we just gotta add Olympic medal to it. That's
And we're coming. We're going to do the Olympics, and if she
Yes.
wins the Olympics, and we know she's going
I'll
to
be back
in 21, we'll be back and
with
do
some
another one.
hardware.
with
Look.
some hardware, and she may even let me hold it for.
Oh,
a
you're
minute.
gonna wear it. Look,
But,
you're gonna wear it.
But folks, thank you again for
Thank
watching. I hope you'll share this with everybody, and hey, thank you again for
Thank
coming
you
on.
so
We're-
much. Thank
we
you
are
for having
definitely
me.
proud of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Folks, we sell a lot of stuff, and all she said was true, but what I said, hey, just my opinion.
Thank you.